Hi, it's Dr. Z. Welcome to the Exam 1 module of Psych 266. This week will be dedicated to Exam 1. You will have this entire week to study and take Exam 1. You will not have any Nearpod, discussion board, application paper, or chapter quiz due this week. Your focus will be to study for Exam 1 and then take Exam 1 by the due date. So let's get started with this week's overview. By the end of this week, you'll be able to complete these district course competencies and learning objectives that review the first half of the course. For this week, please watch the overview video and view this week's activity checklist here. This module has two sections. The first section is directions for Exam 1. I will not review all the directions in this video. Instead, I will highlight the most important points. It is your responsibility to read all information and directions on your own to be prepared for the exam. So, general information about the exam. No books or notes are allowed during the exam. You will have only one attempt to complete the exam. For the content of the exam, Exam 1 covers chapters 1 through 6 and chapters 10 and 11 for a total of 8 chapters. I have provided a comprehensive study guide to help you prepare for the exam here. Directions for taking the exam. Exam 1 does require the use of Respondus Lockdown Browser plus Monitor, just like we did for the orientation syllabus quiz. It is your responsibility to take into account all the requirements to use Respondus, including making sure that your webcam and microphone are working and you have your photo ID ready. Finally, the deadline to take this exam is Sunday at 11:59 p.m. The second section is the Exam 1 prep. This page provides a recommending studying schedule and exam prep activities that you can do to prepare for the exam. So let's go to our assignments this week. The first assignment is the GLO Reflection Number 1 mid-semester. CGCC and the Psychology Department engage in regular assessment of General Learning Outcomes, or GLOs. The purpose of this assignment is to assess students' learning midway through the semester. Important point. You may complete this assignment any time this week. There is no need to have completed the exam first. These questions focus on the content you've learned from the first half of the semester. The first 2 questions are considered general learning outcomes about psychological disorders. The second 2 questions are related to the Writing Certified Course Program, or WCCP. Please answer these questions in a typed response for a minimum of a 4 to 5 sentence response with at least one personal example. The second assignment is the mid-semester check-in. The purpose of this assignment is to assess students' experiences midway through the semester. You may complete this assignment any time this week. There is no need to have completed the exam first. The questionnaire will ask you about your progress in this course and for student feedback to improve the course for the second half of the semester. And the final assignment is Exam 1. You will have 90 minutes to complete this exam. I encourage you to pace yourself and not get stuck on any one question for too long. If possible, I encourage you to take the exam in the same area or room that you study for this course, so you may recall information more readily. And with that, you will have successfully completed the Exam 1 module. But before I let you go, I want to leave you with one final note. If this was an in-person course, I would wear one of my favorite psych shirts on exam day to get you to relax and believe that you can do this. I want you to remember, this exam is not a saber-toothed tiger. In other words, this exam is not life or death, and you shouldn't be scared or engage in a fight or flight response. I look forward to reviewing your awesome assignments this week.